And this is going to be the clean water tank for your Roborock F25. It is directly connected to the base of your unit. Now you are going to have also your roller here. Your roller is going to be easy to access. There's going to be a handle here, so that you just pull it, and if I pull it out, I can have access to the handle, and this is going to be the roller. There's no difference between this roller and the roller you got on the Diet or previous Roborocks, so it's the same. There's a hollow core in the center. So this is the self-propulsion system here, and you can see the scraper tools as well. And this is going to be the nozzles at the end that's adding the heat. That's going to make it the heated self-washing station. Now there's not a lot of space to add anything else here, so that's why we don't have heated self-drying inside of the base, and that's why it's also inside of the charging base instead. Now there's going to be these scraper tools here that's going to be scraping off the roller as it cycles through. Because imagine cycling through, if there's any debris here, the plastic will, or those scrapers will scrape off those debris, and it'll go inside of the hole here, and that's where all the debris is ending up. So there's not a lot of travel between the clean water tank here, and you see the pump, and the water that's going on your roller. Now, you're gonna have to add in the soap in here yourself, and that's the difference between this and the F25 ACE. The F25 ACE will come with the auto dispenser. But overall build construction is pretty much similar to the ACE here. This is going to be plastic. It's a rigid plastic, but it's still a plastic here. We're taking a look at the tank system here. There is going to be a button, and that button just allows you to pull this up and you can pop it out. The tanks are really easy to remove. It's not going to be herky-jerky like before, and it comes in this kind of opaque color, so you can't tell how dirty what you're actually picking up, or how dirty the floor actually is. So it's going to be coming in this opaque color, so that's going to mask the dirtiness of your floors in case you don't want to see it, or you want to hide it. Now you see how easy and slick So you see how easy it is to remove the clean water tank, and how gentle and so you see how easy it is to remove the clean water tank. Now you just basically have a one and pull up system, and that just means it's going to be way less likely to pop out, but also much easier to secure back in. So just a really easy system there. And if I put it all back together for F25, we're just adding this back in. Comparing the wheels between the F25 ACE and the F25 ACE is going to have the larger, more heavy-duty wheels. On the ACE, it's going to have these smaller hidden wheels underneath. So the ACE is going to be better for all-terrain as well as for hard floors that have a lot of texture, and it's going to be irregular. Now that doesn't mean the F25 is going to perform less than the F25 ACE. It just means it doesn't come with those wheels, so it's not going to have the same capabilities when you need it. I do like how they put the charging how they hid the charging contact points here, so that A, it's going to be more secure because you're using gravity to lock it in, and B, it just looks better in my overall opinion. We're just going to be placing our foot firmly here so I can pull back. I'm going to push it forward, and this is what the handle looks like. Now, I don't need to put a lot of force into using my unit. So we're going to put it in eco mode first. We're going to press the power button here. It's going to be in auto mode, so we want to go into max mode, eco mode, sponge mode, auto mode, max mode, eco mode. In all the modes, the brush roll is turning, and it has self-propulsion, so you don't need to put a lot of effort into making this go forward. But it's not going to be the same as the slide tech that you get on the F25A. The F25 ACE has the track wheels, and that's going to be a different slide tech than what you get here, which has somewhat of a self-propulsion system, but not as advanced as what you got on the F25 ACE. When you're looking at the menu for your F25, here will be your self-clean button, so you press that for the self-clean, your power button, and your mode button. On your handle here, you'll notice that there will be a little wheel here, and that little wheel makes it so that you can push this forward and use that self-propulsion to your benefit. So, to show you, make this flat. It'll be flat here. You can control it. There's no like secondary mode it has to lock into here. Maneuvering the F25 compared to the F25 ACE is a little bit different. So a good question is, how much cleaning solution should I use? So if you're just filling up your clean water tank here, you do not need to use that much because it's a non-sudsing solution. I would just recommend maybe an ounce total for the entire tank here. But the cool thing about having the auto dispenser is that it is going to be mixing the water and the soap together when it hits the roller, not before. So that means there is no commingling between your fresh water and your soap prior to you using it. So the Roborock F25's brush roll does not look any different and does not feel any different from what you got on previous Roborock wet dry vacs, as well as what you would get from Tineco and other manufacturers. Your Roborock F25 is going to be a powerful wet dry vacuum because it can mop your floors and it can go 180 degrees flat. It's also going to have good enough power because it comes with something called sponge mode. So that's going to be a mode where it's not adding that much solution or any solution at all to your floors, and it's just going to be extracting. So I like to use that, especially if I'm using it on low pill carpet. And this is not going to be necessarily meant so that you can use it on higher pill carpet, but what it does do is it allows you to clean your floors as well as sweep them at the same time. And because the maneuverability and everything about how just lightweight it feels in the hand, it just makes the F25 easy to use. Now, I know you're going to say, well, the wheels are smaller here, and it is definitely true. The wheels impact how easy this is going to be, especially if you have high tiles, like if you have thick kitchen tiles or you have marble floors that are going to have thick routing in between them. That might be a detriment here because it's going to feel and impact it, and you're going to feel it in the handle going dunk, 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 dunk because the wheels are smaller. But here, as you can see, I have these on kitchen tiles, and even if you have it on laminate or vinyl, it does do a good job, and you can control the water flow even though you don't have something like the customization options you get with the F25 ACE. And you still get one of the best features in the F25, which is going to be the fast drying session. So there's two types of drying modes here. There's going to be a fast and a quiet. Quiet is just going to be that traditional washing mode for your wet dry vacuum. But if you put this on fast drying, I'm telling you, literally in 9-10 minutes, it's going to wash the mop pads and then it's going to dry them because it combines the hot water plus that heat from the self-drying station, the base, and then it just does a better job so that you can use it again. So it just makes things more functional and less odors, so more effective, because that's what we want. We want less odors, more effective, more likely to use it again, and easy to clean and cleans itself. So that's kind of what the F25 is doing. It does a very good job, even on the floor flat. It doesn't have to switch its power setting, and that's very cool to see. So there's no difference in terms of the performance if you have it flat or not. And the sensor is pretty accurate here. That's going to be on our F25. So very nice in terms of the overall performance there. Edge to edge. Got everything out. This is going to be on the F25. You notice that there is a slight reddish hue to our brush roll here, but everything overall looks pretty clean. Now, it's only been about 10 minutes, but I'm going to take this paper towel here and I'm just going to let it absorb some of the liquid from our roller. So just rotating on that. And this is how you tell how saturated and how wet our roller is after 10 minutes. So this is after 10 minutes and our paper towel is basically dry. So again, just letting it collect as much of the liquid on its own after 10 minutes, guys, and it is already pretty dry on its own. So it dries really fast. Within an hour it will be fully dry completely, but within about 30 minutes you should be ready to go after most sessions. So if you're measuring the heat where the heat is radiating from right here, we're getting just about 110 degrees.
is starting, followed by quiet drying. Roller cleanliness detected. Soaking the roller. Self-cleaning completed. Drying is starting. Please empty and clean the dirty tank to prevent odors.
So on the F25, it does come with that scraper tool here. So that means what happens is that if it's picking up any debris, the scraper tool is going to scrape it off so that it can go in the dirty water tank instead of recycling out. The charging contact points have been moved to inside of the underbody in the base of your unit, and that means it's going to be more secure. And these are going to be the wheels. Now these wheels are rubber. So these wheels are not meant to be as heavy duty, but they're going to glide on the floor and they do have texture. It's just not going to be as textured or as grippy as you see here. These even have little grip dots on them. So ultimately, what's our verdict on the Roborock F25? Well, I think it is a powerful wet dry vacuum, and it's probably one of the best solutions to have come out from Roborock. But if we compare to its competition, something like the Tineco S5 or even something like the Narwhal, it's comparable, and I don't think it's going to be much better, and I think it's a little bit more expensive. The best feature here is going to be that it comes with the fast drying. And it doesn't come with some of the features you get on the F25 ACE, like the Roborock Slide Tech wheels that are going to push itself forward and back. So then if it's coming down to value at $300, do I think the F25 is going to be a good buy? I'm not so sure, because I've seen the S5 from Tineco on sale for closer to about $269, maybe even $250 now, since it's been about 2-3 years since it's come out. And all these new design features on the F25 still make it awfully close in terms of performance to the older features that you might have gone in on a Tineco or even a Bissell Crosswave. Nevertheless, the F25, because it can dry itself so quickly, because it's quieter, because it has more power, and because it's going to have that clean water tank on the bottom, I think that the future is here. I think this is just the direction that a lot of our wet dry vacuums are going. So it's going to be more future proof, and at $250 or less, I think this F25, if you see it there, is going to be starting to seem like a good buy. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This is David with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.